Oh man, what's going on, people? I tell you, it's kind of a weird feeling in a sort of way. This right here, for one, switching it up a little bit. I used to do a lot of videos in here, but then I kind of stopped and just started doing them back out there again, here in where I actually edit, the little computer room. But the thing that's kind of weird is just that we're here for my final unboxing here in Korea anyway, unless. Yeah, because there's no way I'm going to end up with another box between now and like the next 3 days or whatever. So yeah, so this is the last one. It's somewhat fitting in a sense, I suppose. I don't know. We'll see. I'm assuming I got like what I actually ordered. But I don't really have a whole lot of a backstory on these, but what I do have a backstory on is this shirt right here. You see that? It's an Undertaker shirt, same as that picture up there. So this particular shirt, it's one of the, kind of like that poster right there and the Rizongo poster in the living room. It's made by this guy, Rob Schamberger, I believe, if I'm pronouncing that correctly anyway. And I actually met him once. I was leaving San Diego Comic-Con in 2017. I was sitting at the airport there in San Diego, and I heard somebody next to me, saying some things about the pay-per-view that was going on, I think at that moment, at that time. It was Battleground 2017, which I looked up today, and it looked like an awful string of matches. But anyways, I heard somebody talking about it, and so I just happened to say something, because it was, so you know what, I'm sitting right next to this person. I probably had a wrestling shirt on, so I was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh yeah, then we talked for a minute, and he's going to leave, and he's like, oh, hey, here's my card. I'm like, oh, it's that dude. I used to see him at Access and stuff once in a while, because he'd be there signing things or drawing things, whatever it is he does. But yeah, so he's the one who drew those pictures, which is also this shirt. Pretty cool dude, though. Anyways, what we're here for is in this box. So, let's see. Now, these came out a while ago. Why they shipped so... It's not that they shipped slowly. They moved at the normal pace. They just moved later than they should have. I don't know what was up with that. But whatever, they're here now. So here's the... Make sure I didn't... Because I think I just hit the thing. So, right there. And up, wrong side. And right there. Give you an idea of what we're looking at, even though you already know. So, let's open this up, see what we have here. Why is this wrapped so thoroughly? You see that? It's just like this... I don't know, it's weird. Oh, it's not too bad at all. So, pull out shoe number 1. Sit this guy right here for a moment. Don't fall. And then pull out shoe number 2. Because you need both. You need both. And sit these things back down in here. And sit them there. Okay. So, let's see what we got here. Make sure everything looks like it's supposed to look. Yeah, it's even better actually. And I say that on the count of like the whole no weird glue stains or any scuffs, at least not that I'm noticing right now. So, that being that, you know what that means, right? It's review time on this. The Nike, actually it's not a Nike, excuse me. The Air Jordan 12 and the Reverse Taxi colorway. Why is this called the Reverse Taxi? That is something I just don't understand, right? When you look at the taxis, they're black and white and black, whatever. But the materials are all different, and it's not even like they just took that and flipped it, because that would mean that the whole upper of that was white and then just with a black outsole, and that's not exactly the case, right? A lot of you guys have seen the taxis, so I'm not going to get all into that, but just know that this is not what I would assume to be a reverse taxi. Anyways, we're not going to get into that. What we're going to talk about is just this shoe as it is, because that's the thing that's important. Let's set this guy right here. So, right there, right? All across this thing, well, actually no, start at the bottom. All across the bottom of here, right, you've got the white outsole, and then in the middle, you've got a bit of a, kind of a golden black grid shape that's on the bottom of all the 12s, really. It's just the color varies from pair to pair. And then you've got like the black parts in there too. Just kind of give it some, switch it up a little bit so it's not all the same. Moving past that, again, this is a very standard shoe, but Moving past that, you got like the white midsole with the black mud guards on the side. And that material, it's the same as what you find on the Game Royal 12s, the blue games as some call them, or those Bulls 12s, the gym red ones that were all red. Same material that you'd find on there. So I'm not mad at it, it's just weird to me, kind of. And speaking of kind of things that are weird, moving past that onto the upper part here, this nubuck action it has going on, kind of a weird touch to me. I mean, it looks fine, and it doesn't, I'm not saying it feels weird, it feels like it would be what you would expect it to feel like. But it's just an odd choice to me. Very odd choice. And then past that on the tongue, just so this thing isn't so bland, you've got the Jumpman with the red, and then you've got the 2 on the other one. Okay, no, it's 2, 3. 2, 3 on both of them. I was thinking there was a 3 on the other one. But no, it's 2 and then 3. You can't quite see that unless I move these laces. There you go, 3. So that kind of just goes off of the side here with those, they're not lace locks really, but I'm not sure what you call them. But it gives you a little bit more color because overall, personal opinion of course, the shoe is rather bland. But the thing is, I like 12s. I like them a fair amount. So unless they're god-awful, I usually buy them. This one, it's not like going to be top of the list or anything. But I don't dislike it. It's just, it's very average to me. Anyways, moving on to the back here. You've got the 23, the Jordan thing and all that. Quality inspired by the greatest player ever. Right? So there's that. But really, there's not a whole lot else to say about this shoe. I mean, it's just a black nubuck with a black, whatever that material is, shoe that doesn't really stand out a whole lot. I'm not sure if these have sold out or anything. I want to say that they haven't because I don't see why they would. But I'm not trying to sway your opinion one way or the other. If you're on the fence, stay on the fence. I'm just trying to give you a little bit of information about this shoe. Very late actually, because these came out on the 31st and it's the 17th now. So I'm a little behind the curve, but it's fine, it's fine. I'll get my 20 views on this and we'll move on to the next video together. Speaking of moving on, let's move on to the sizing part, right? Because that's important. Get some videos in there, talk about the sizing and all this. So these right here, maybe you saw the side of the box. This is an 8.5 because to me, 12s run just a little big, right? I can wear a 9 and it's okay, but if I want my best fit, at least in these, I go down a half size and I get an 8.5. And I know a couple people have said the same thing and a couple people have said the opposite in that they go true to size. So it's kind of up to you. But if you're thinking about these, you should be able to find them. I mean, even the Game Royals are still in a lot of places, and a lot of people like the Game Royals, and you can still find them in several stores, not so much online though. So I'd say head on over to whatever stores are near you, try them on, see what you think, but I'm going to suggest that, assuming you can't do that, assuming that's not an option, go down half. Now, past that, the comfort of these things. I mean, it's a Jordan 12. It's a Jordan in general. They're not really made for comfort, right? They're made more to just kind of give you a little bit of style. Even these, they're made for style, even though they're not very stylish. Kind of weird in a sense. So, yeah, it's going to be what you would expect out of a shoe like that, right? Other more modern day basketball shoes, like from what I hear anyway, of like Kobe's and Kyrie's and things like that, they're pretty good. If you're going to walk around in them, you're not going to hate it. I walked around most of a day last week, I think it was, in the winterized 12s. Was not a fan. Could not wait to get those things off. But that's expected again because of the type of shoe it is. So if you're buying these, you probably don't really care a whole much about that anyway. You're probably just going for the look and maybe you're just waiting on them to go down in price. I mean, I was able to get these for $170, I had a 10% off thing, so it dropped it down from the $190. And I gotta say, if I had to pay full price, Well, I still would have paid full price because I would have wanted to get them without, missing out, then having to pay potentially more for something that I kind of want. And so I bought them when they came out. But it's not easy to suggest to anybody else to do the same, because there's just, looking at this thing, there's just so little to it that it's just, you probably have something similar, and if you don't, you could probably find something similar that's better. Again, these are just my thoughts on these. And it's weird because I like 12s, so I'm trying to give you something that's unbiased, if you will. But I'm not going to drag this on any longer because I don't have anything else to say about these. And so that means that we're done here. Have a nice rest of your day. Have a nice rest of your night. Whatever it is, wherever you are. And I'm going to be recording another video right after this one. So by the time you see this, actually, I can't guarantee that it'll be up right after this one. But I'd say within a good 24 to 36 hours it'll be up. So, come on back sometime. Alright, you guys, later.